Here we go in the Tri-State Audi Knicks postgame show as the Knicks were down 4 with 5:19 to go. Donovan Mitchell, though, 36. Knicks score 4 points in the final 5:19 and lose to the Jazz 108-93. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito, Alan Hahn, Wally Zerbiak. Atlanta lost tonight. It was there for the taking, seemingly, if the Knicks would have won. And I know I always talk about the standings, but this is really relevant. Don't laugh. If they win, they're down 4, and then they beat Atlanta maybe Tuesday. Yep. They're within 3. But it's been the theme of the season, Wally. They could not execute in the final 5 minutes of the game.
No, you're right. And it's just unfortunate that that fourth quarter execution just continues to really be an issue all season long. And it's because they don't have a point guard. You know, there are no point guards really walking through the door that's going to be able to really rescue them from that issue. Emmanuel quickly's been really good in the fourth quarter and, you know, kind of being that stopgap, but that's not, you know, his specialty. You know, this game was lost in the second quarter. Knicks got off to a great start. They had a 10-point lead. The second quarter, you know, the Jazz really imposed their will. They got the lead, and then the Knicks were playing catch-up the rest of the game, and Donovan Mitchell is a closer. That's what the Knicks need. They need a closer, a guy to come in at the end of the game. The Knicks got the game to 4 points. It looked like they had the momentum in the fourth quarter. And then the game ended, what was a 15-point game. I mean, Donovan Mitchell just took over that game in the fourth quarter. Playmakers and guys like that are what win in the NBA in the fourth quarter.
Got out-rebounded, too. When we talked about it before the game, how important rebounding was going to be in a game like this with two of the best rebounding teams in the league going head-to-head. And for Mitchell Robinson, this is the games where you make your money, going up against the Rudy Gobert. And Mitch played 23 minutes, he had 3 rebounds. You know, the impact that we have seen him have on games, he did not have in this game, especially as they were not only making threes, but attacking the basket. It's that, and you mentioned the second quarter, 100% right. Yeah. Bench just was not up to standard.
And you would think with injuries that the bench would be able to, because then there's a trickle-down effect. You have a couple bench guys starting for Utah.
Yeah. Conley and Bogdanovich were out.
Right.
And Clarkson came in, you just saw it right away. Just saw who was guarding me, I'm going right at you. And there was no answer there.
He's the guy. He's one of the best bench players in the league.
Rudy Gay's effective, too.
I know.
That's why the Jazz are a team that you got to keep an eye on when it comes to the playoffs in the West because of these pieces they have and when they get healthy, how good they can be, especially defensively. But the other thing to point out, too, as you mentioned, they did cut it to 4. There were two opportunities. So the one opportunity that really surprises you is they're up 4. They're up actually 5. And Emmanuel quickly gets fouled on a 3. The Knicks were getting fouled on threes this whole game. Quick is 92% from the line, and he missed 2 out of 3. You never see that. He makes 2 there, a little momentum, right?
No question.
Then Mitchell gets that dunk, gives them a little momentum back, but you come back, and Julius Randle has a layup.
Yeah.
Misses the layup.
Yep.
It's all those opportunities that slip away from you. It's one side making plays, and your side not making plays. That's the difference, and really that is that fourth quarter, this whole game, a composite of the season. Can compete against the best in the league, but can't close the deal.
You know, it's not the first half of the fourth quarter. It's always the second half.
Crunch time.
Right. When it matters.
5 minutes.
Right.
That's it.
Worth
That's
repeating.
The whole entire NBA game.
Take us through, Wally. 4 points for the Knicks in the final 5:19 of the game.
Yeah, it's just so tough to watch. It really is because nothing comes easy. The opposing team, even on the Knicks' home floor, they know we can just score whenever we want. We're going to shut down the Knicks offensively. We're going to get stops. We're going to go down the other end. The Knicks are going to be on their heels. We're going to seize the momentum. And we're going to take over the game.
Right? Like just the game that he had, Wally. Like in his build. You know, he loves playing here. He's from Tarrytown. He's from Westchester. This game's, you know, it's personal for him. And he put on a show and he made big plays, like you said. Quickly hits that. It's 91-86. And then here's the play. Look at this. By the way, watch Obi Toppin. Here he comes. Whoop. Whoop.
Business decision?
Is that a business decision? Absolutely is.
Yeah,
but Obi gets this, and now it's a 4-point game. You're right there. But can't close the deal.
No, that was a big play right there. I mean, that's just showing the swag, too small. And then I don't understand this. Like, Rudy Gobert's trying to be like, what's going on, dude? Like, and he's looking at him like, really? I mean, there was an elbow. He's just trying to be like, listen, let's be sportsmen here. I don't know what the deal is. And obviously, Randall's had a lot of frustration and incidents like this the whole entire season. Now, there was probably a little bit of hand fighting, a little bit of elbowing somewhere in there where Gobert might have caught Julius Randle, and Julius Randle didn't like it. But at the same time, that's just frustration for a team that really got, it handed to him down the stretch of the game. And I think Julius Randle's showing that.
Yeah, you don't know what led to that. It could have been an elbow earlier in the game that you got annoyed him, and so it's now, I'm not making peace now. You already elbowed me once. Whatever it is, you don't know what led to that. But 12 for 43 over your last 2 games, I'd want to elbow him a few times too.
And we see what happens when the Knicks go up against an elite player. And Donovan Mitchell is an elite player, Alan. Westchester native, 7 threes, tied for the second most he's had in the game all year, and he went for 36 points.
Yeah, and he's talked about, personally for him, he only gets to visit MSG once a year, and this is extremely close to home for him on many, many levels. He grew up just outside the training facility where the Knicks practice up in Tarrytown. His dad very much involved with the Mets, so of course involved in New York sports. It's something that he pays attention to very closely. And oh, by the way, don't think he's not aware of some of these rumors that keep persisting out there about the fact that can he force a way to be traded here to the Knicks, come home? I just don't know how he can, Wall. Beginning of a 5-year extension, $163 million. It's very affordable for the Jazz. I mean, what would be the motivation to move him?
He's not going anywhere.
How can he force it? But the rumors never go away.
He's
That's the one player I can't
anywhere.
see how that could happen.
You can plant any rumors where you want. You're trying to wish that he'll want to leave. He's in a good situation. He's 4th in the West. He's winning basketball games.
It'd be great if he came here.
You're just going to pay him and hand him whatever he wants. I mean, you don't just let guys like this go.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a top talent in the NBA. He's a perennial all-star. He's young. He's explosive. He's smart. He's a good kid. I mean, the Knicks missed their opportunity. I mean, they could have drafted him.
That's right.
That was the opportunity. Listen, the draft is not an exact science. They took Ntilikina in that draft, and he went to Utah, and he's prospered in the NBA. He's built himself a great career. I mean, he's not. The only way he's going to get out of there is to be like that guy, like Harden, that just alienates the whole entire fan base and just says, "I want out of a good situation."
That doesn't seem like his MO.
That's not his MO. Absolutely not.
And the franchise, though, aware of the fact that he's not entirely comfortable there. He's not happy there. He and Gobert get along, but they're not great friends as a duo that they are. They bring in Dwayne Wade. They make sure, let's make sure we've got people around him. Eric Pascal, they brought him in. He played AAU with him. They both grew up in Westchester, so he's got
Danny Ainge running that team now.
Yeah, you've got a lot of that going on.
He's in the front office. He knows what he's doing in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's not letting this guy go.
But it's amazing the stories won't stop. I know you said, I'm trying to wish it. This is one of those things where once he signed that extension, I gave up. All right, well, he's not going anywhere. He could have gotten out of there.
Fake news.
Well, maybe. He could have gotten out of there if he said, I'm not signing the extension.
Right.
But he did, and so I can't see how anything can happen there, but the stories do persist.
And one thing to watch for the Knicks, R.J. Barrett, I'm averaging 20 for the season. Well, Allen, 24, and he's inching. He came in tonight's game at 19.5 points per game. So he's got, 11 games left to get to that 20 points per.
Yeah, and again, I loved what he said. I don't know, Wally, if you remember him saying it when he talked about getting to an average of 20 points per game. He said, I want to do it, though, playing the right way.
Of course.
That's the most important part for him. Playing the right way, helping my team win. But what's the significance, though, for a player, especially in his 3rd year, of finishing the year at 20 points per game?
I love it. You have to self-motivate yourself as a player in the NBA. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's how you achieve goals individually. And I'll never forget, KG, after a game, it was early on in my career, it was great words of wisdom. He said, Wally, how do you think this team can be better? And I said, well, I just want to find my way and have a good career and just figure out how to be a good teammate and stuff. He said, no. He said, be the best individual player you can be, score the most points you can possibly score in every single game individually, and let the coach figure out how that fits into the team concept.
Love it.
And that was great advice. I mean, he said, really maximize your individual talents, and then the coach will figure out how that makes the team better. And if you become as good as you possibly can individually as a player in this league, then you're going to be the best player for your franchise and for your team. That's what it's all about. He said, don't sell yourself short. Be the best player you can be. Score the most points you can score. Obviously, don't be a chucker and take bad shots. Be an efficient scorer, and I was already that. And then individually, that'll make the best of components of a team. And, it's good advice. And that's what R.J. Barrett's doing. He's becoming the best individual player. Have that motivation, get to 20 every single night. Don't take any nights off in this league. And that's when you're going to help your team the most.
43 minutes for R.J. Barrett. Don't forget also that he gets you 7 rebounds. Like, it's not like he's just putting up shots and just scoring. He gives you a little bit of everything as well from that guard position. And he spent a lot of the night having to guard Donovan Mitchell. That wasn't easy.
You know, the Randall situation, the frustration, he's now 12 for 43 for his last game, right?
Alan mentioned that.
Right.
Maybe that's why he's
Right. Like I said, that would make me want to elbow you a few times. I don't know about you, but when you're
Thankfully,
missing
we don't have the
layup-
camera on in the green room, you know what I'm saying?
But it happens.
yeah.
It gets
looking
to you.
for a scrap.
Tom Thibodeau, the
You're looking to
frustration
fight
there.
everything when you're 12 for 43.
All right, so the Knicks go down. We'll get the coach's reaction right after this.